Yeah, I don't think it's the best system to serve humanity, and for reasons I explained, it's a system that privileges some, those who have better access to the centralized means of coercion and can, code them and use them in certain ways that is not even apparent to others what is really going on. Right? We're still living in this imagery that these are self-made men and they are just geniuses. Right? Bezos going to the moon almost, or at least into um, uh, into the sky, when in fact what they're using are social resources and leaving the cost mostly to others. I think this is another aspect of capitalism, is that the license to externalize I mentioned earlier. It's shifting the cost to others and reaping the gains for yourself, is a core feature thereof. And if a system with these features does not serve humanity, if you say humanity is actually everybody, right, including the poor, the minorities, the disabled, etc., etc. There have been certain, of course, advances that capitalism has helped produce to some extent, although you can dispute even that. I think fundamental research comes mostly from government funding, basic research, right? It's when you can monetize it that capitalist innovation comes in. So even on that front, I think it's not the best system. I hope we could get over this debate. Is it socialism USSR style, or is it capitalism, Manchester style, or maybe current, global financial capitalism? There's got to be something in between. I'm still an optimistic person. I'm sometimes sound a little dark and cynical, but I think, I do also believe in private initiative and the ability of people to engage in exchange, to produce themselves, to make decisions about their life in the economy and in the social sphere. I do cherish individual choice, but I think we also have to understand that our individual choice has to be exercised in respect for others' individual choice. And that's in tension with shifting the cost and externalizing, and getting licenses from the state to externalize. We have to internalize the cost of our own doing much more, and we have to create institutions that enable even large and complex societies to do precisely that. So I think you can imagine that, but it would require a major reconfiguration of the economic system that we have, that reins in the ability of some to use the system for their own gains rather than for some kind of a common good. But I wouldn't call that system capitalism. It would be a very different system in my mind.